Okay, let's dive into house sitting. I know there's a lot of questions about it. Do you get paid? Do you not get paid? Where do you go? How do you choose? What platforms you choose? Is there a membership? Is it free? There are a lot of questions. I know there are a lot of questions because I had them. So if it's your first time here, my name is Regina Dillard. I am a house sitter, global house sitter, travel chef, digital nomad, and I teach people how to bring joy and fulfillment into their lives through travel. House sitting, it is the way I have been moving across the United States before I started traveling abroad. So I use a service that I actually subscribed for. There was a membership, but I subscribed to the free service because I wanted to kind of kick the tires and see what was going on. And of course, with any free service, you don't really get a lot. You don't really get a lot out of the service because they want you to become a member. That's where things open up and you have a lot of benefits. So let me just talk about how I utilize house sitting to travel the globe and through the United States. So remember in another video when I mentioned that I was utilizing house sitting as a way to travel around the United States before I traveled abroad to support some of my family members who were in crisis. So I did that intentionally, but when I left to house sit, I actually sold everything because the intention was to travel and house sit full time. And yes, that is a thing, but no, you don't have to travel full time. You can actually utilize house sitting as a way to give free accommodations anywhere in the world, not just the United States. There is a whole mapping system on the platform that I use, and I will talk about that platform at the end of this video. But there's a whole mapping system that shows you how many house sits that is, are available, whether it's in the United States, and it breaks down the United States by territory, by state, by city, various counties, all over the United States. You can go to Africa. You can go to Europe, anywhere. You want to go to Ireland? Okay, let's go to Belfast. You want to go to France? Okay, let's go to Paris. Let's go to the south of France. You want to go to Switzerland? Cool. Bring your jacket. Do you want to go to Thailand? Do you want to go to Singapore? How about Vietnam? Okay, let's go down under to Australia. Want to go? How many days you want to go? 1 day, 3, 12, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, 6 months? I know I'm being animated, but I love this house sitting lifestyle because I've experienced it and I've gotten so much out of it and so much fulfillment. As I mentioned in another video, I was that girl that packed her bags, brought it to work on a Thursday for a long weekend, and then flew back that Tuesday morning to go to work because I love traveling. And had I known back then that this was a thing, but then again, I don't think this particular platform existed back then, but if I knew, if they had that back then, I would have utilized it. So the way house sitting works is you become a member. When you become a member, it's like a matchmaking service. They match you with hosts. The hosts are the ones that are in need of your service. So you go on, you create your profile, you talk about you, what you like, you post pictures of maybe you and pets or maybe things that you enjoy, maybe you some travel photos, and the host, they'll do the same. They'll post pictures of their home, maybe all the details. Maybe they have a beautiful library like I'm sitting in here now. Maybe they have a sunroom, a sauna, a pool. Maybe they live near the mountains. Maybe they have a home on the beach or overlooking a body of water, a lake, a river. Maybe they have more of like a camping type situation where they're kind of in the backwoods, where it's really quiet. You can do some fly fishing. Maybe they're more in the mountainous areas, in a cabin in the mountains. And depending on where you want to go and the experience, that's what you choose. Now, I will say that many of these hosts have pets. So if you don't like pets, that's okay. but it will increase your chances of landing a house sit if you enjoy pets. Now, some of the hosts have 1 pet, 2 pets, 5 pets, 10 pets. Now, the hosts that are on the farm, in the farm area, if you like living on the farm, if you want that more agricultural type vibe, and you want to live on a farm, you want to feed horses, you can do that too. But maybe they have ducks, maybe they have chicken, maybe they have goats. Do you want to be responsible for them? And do you want to spend your time doing that? Now, you may say, well, what does that have to do with me house sitting, and what's the benefit? Well, the benefit is you get to decide where you want to go in the world, number one. If you want to care for pets, because sometimes there are pets that comes with the sits, there are requests to take, would you take care of my sit while I'm away for 1 week or a month or 2 or whatever. You get to decide if you want to care for a pet, or if you want a no pet sit. You get to decide if you want to take on that level of responsibility for the pet. Say the pet has medication or needs to be fed 3 or 4 times a day, or they have eye boogers that need to be wiped. I had applied for a set, or actually I didn't apply for it, I just read it. There were so many things that they wanted you to do. And I decided, well, that's great, because I know that pet needed to be cared for, but some of the responsibilities I felt was a little bit much, and that's not what I wanted to do. Whereas someone else, they may love doing that. So first of all, you have to decide, do I really have what it takes to care for a pet if the host has a pet? Because really, that's priority. You want the pet to feel, don't want them to feel that stress and burden, particularly because they know that their owner is gone. And then you're coming in as a substitute, and they're looking at you side-eye, but how well can you help that pet transition while you're there? Do you have the capability of handling a pet? And if you don't, you can always look for no pet house sits, which is wonderful. And that's what I'm on right now. I'm on a 2-month sit in Mexico on a no pet house sit. All I have to do is pay the gardener and pay the maid service and water a few plants in the house, and that's it. And I am living in a beautiful home that's overlooking the mountains, overlooking the entire city of San Miguel. I am absolutely loving this. And it has a cook's kitchen, so I can test my recipes, I can shoot my videos. You have to make it work for you. So let's start again. You type in where you want to go. And even if you don't know where you want to go, you type anywhere, the word anywhere in the search bar, and it'll show you all of the sits that are available globally. You pick the location, and then it'll show you all the listings. In each listing will show you what the requirements are. Hey, I have this beautiful home. You'll see the pictures in the mountains. I have 2 cats that need to be cared for. One is maybe has a diabetic medication, just using an example. And the other one, oh, she's on her own. You don't really need to, she really, doesn't require much attention. She's not on any medication, so there's low maintenance with that. And I have a car. Would you like to use my car? The car is available. And in each host's profile, it'll show you all the amenities that are available in their home. Some comes with a free car usage. Some may say, no, I don't want you to drive my car. Others may say, I have a moped or I have a bike that you can use. Or it is 2 miles walking distance to the nearest Starbucks. Or I'm close to town. Or you need a car in order to get around. Maybe because I'm in a remote area. So what are the benefits? The benefits are you get to choose the type of home you want to live in. Like for me, I like luxury living. I'm going to choose the home that matches my energy. And every home that I've had has been amazing. It has always had like some walkout space where I can have my morning coffee. It has a pool that I can swim, or I can look over the city with beautiful landscape. It has maybe a terraza on the top floor, and I could see all the festivals happening here, or wherever I am, or I just have this amazing view, or I'm somewhere on the beach. They have this beautiful home that overlooks the water. or they may have a swimming pool. Those are the requirements that I have, and I look for it in these profiles when I choose my sit. Now, do you get paid? No. This particular site that I use is non-paid. What is the exchange? What is the benefit for me coming to their home and taking care of their home or perhaps their pet? The exchange is I'm not paying for hotels. The hotels that I like to stay in are expensive. I usually book them through American Express. So I know that I've already saved money in the first 2 or 3 trips. My membership was priced at a level that when I booked my my first sit, it paid for the membership. So you think about half of your cost for travel is what? Hotel. It actually could be more than half depending on how long you're staying. You have your airfare, you have your local transportation, you have food, you have hotel. Those are usually the things that are involved when you travel. If you can knock out no hotel stay and still be able to go to wherever you were going to see your family, your friends, to a concert, to see the sights, to see a country that you've never seen before, to go horseback riding or whatever you wanted to do to explore a new country, you can do it, and you have saved hundreds, probably thousands just on hotels alone. Okay, so who does this work for? It works for anyone that wants to house sit. I have been to a number of countries. I went to Costa Rica. I went to Ecuador. I'm here in Mexico. I actually am going to, now that I have my residency here in Mexico, I have somewhere where I can keep my stuff, because I have my residency, and I'm going to use this as my home base and still house it in other places. I probably will be going to other parts of Mexico because there's just so much to explore here. I would love to go to Portugal, go to other places in Europe. I would like to go to Panama. And so those are places that offers house sit. I mean, of course, you have to go and see if they're available and see if the dates will meet, but you can use your filters to determine, hey, first of all, do I want pets? I don't want any house sits any less than 2 weeks, or I don't want any house sets any less than 1 month because I want to really, explore the culture in a certain country. I want to stay there for a month. Hey, I'm taking a sabbatical for 6 months. So maybe I want to find a house sit for maybe 3 months here, 3 months there, or 1 month here, and here, or 2 months, 3 months here, 3 months there. You can do that through house sitting. And I have had the most wonderful time. So what happens at the end of the house sit? At the end of the house sit, you write a review about your experience. Was the house as they said it was in their profile? Was it clean? Did it provide all the amenities that I asked for? And they, in turn, will write you a review. Did they keep my house clean? Did they take care of my pet? Did my pet seem happy? Are they well cared for? Did they put gas back in my car the way they found it? So once you receive those reviews, that's when things start taking off. The people say, okay, this is a responsible person. I would love for them to be in my house. Think about it. You're a trusted house sitter. Someone is trusting you to come into their domicile where they lay their head to take care of their home, their plants, or their pets. They're trusting you. So, is it safe? Absolutely. There is a vetting process. You're not just walking into someone's home, sight unseen. They don't know you. You don't know them. Well, you really don't, but you get to know them through their profile, through engaging with them, through conversations in the app. But there's this vetting process. And what I had to do, I had to upload my photo, any identification. There's a background check for both the sitter and the host. And I had to send them the link of my LinkedIn profile as well as my Airbnb profile. Why? Because those two profiles, they can verify who you are, and they can also look at any colleague recommendations that you may have in your profile, or they may look at reviews that you have in your Airbnb profile. Now, I'm not saying how much weight that holds when they're making the decision, if you're right as a sitter, but I do know that it helps because someone else can vouch for you. So once all the screening has done, it usually takes maybe between 24 or 48 hours to complete it. Then your profile is active and you can start looking for house sits. And what I can tell you is that it has been fulfilling for me as a person who's a wanderlust, a person that loves to travel, a person that likes to save money, a person that likes to live in luxury. I love it. Now, everyone may not need luxury living. Maybe you just need to get somewhere. Like for me, because I had relatives in crisis, I needed a nice, clean home so that I can be near my loved one, and support them through their health crisis and their challenges. That may be all you need. But when I choose to go abroad and when I feel like I want to vacation or really see or experience a country or a city or a region, I want to live like I do when I hotel. And that's what I'm doing right now. This is an amazingly beautiful home. It has 3 stories. It has an amazing cook's kitchen. It has a library. This is one of 2 libraries. It has office space when I want to do my writing my content or creating my e-courses, or when I'm shooting videos like this. It has a 3rd floor terrazza that I can oversee the city. It has a garden, and I'm able, and the host has allowed me to use their fresh herbs to use in my recipes. So if you look at my cooking recipes and you see me grabbing herbs, it's the herbs that they have allowed me to use from their garden. Sometimes these hosts are just so accommodating, that they will say, hey, this is what you can use or you can do while I'm away, as a way to say thank you. And so at the end of my sits, what I do, I just have note cards that I carry with me. I sign these note cards, make them personalized, say, thank you for allowing me to stay in your home. And that's it. And once the reviews have exchanged, you've reviewed them, they review you, it's posted on the site. Now other people can see, okay, I can use her. And sometimes when you start accumulating all these great 5-star reviews, sometimes you don't even have to look for sits. You will get invited to sits. They will say, okay, this person is in this location, or this person, she's in Mexico, and I need a sitter for a month or 2. Let me send her an invitation. And they'll come directly to your inbox and they'll invite you to a sit. So it can work either way. You can search for one, or sometimes when you gain these 5-star reviews, they'll look for you. It's just a great way to move about the world. And I love it. I can't say anything more about it. Because it's a wonderful experience. And I never thought that I could be able to travel the world through house sitting. Okay, so the service that I use is Trusted House Sitters. So it's trustedhousesitters.com. I will put my friends and family referral code, which will get you 25% off of your membership if you decide this is the lifestyle for you. Now, still keep the code if you don't use it today, because maybe you want to bookmark it and use it for a later time if you're not ready. You don't have to travel full time like I'm doing. You don't have to house sit full time. If you just need it for a particular vacation, use it for that. Consider that as a way to just get around and to have free accommodations if there's somewhere in particular that you want to go. But no, there are other people who are competing for that house sit. So you want to make sure that your profile is a stellar, top-notch profile. I can help you with that. I can also help you write wonderful letters, which will get the attention of a host. So you can book a session with me. I'll leave a link below, and you can live this house sitter life. You can be in these international streets for free, honey. No accommodations, no hotel accommodations. No, let's say it one more time. No hotel accommodations required. Okay, so that's it for now. If you have any questions, drop them below. If you're a house sitter, let me know what your experience has been. Drop that in the comments section. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for spending your day with me. and I'll see you in the next video.